So we're going to talk about fractions again, but we're going to use problem solving this time. All right. Words to know, book and boy.
Read. Tony reads 6 books.
All right, we got to remember this. Tony reads 6 books. This is going to be part of our
2/3 of the books are about animals.
All right, so that's where we're using fractions. 2/3 of the books are about animals.
How many books are about animals?
What do you think, TJ?
2? Oh, no, wait, 4?
You think it's 4? 1?
3?
3?
5?
Okay.
2?
Let's see. Hang on.
2.
Let's think about it. What do you know?
All right, so we know what, Abby?
That it's 2/3.
2/3 of the books are about animals, right?
You know that Tony reads 6 books, and 2/3 of those 6 books are about animals.
Exactly.
What do you need to find out?
So what do we need to know now? What do you think? What do you think, Todd?
Books are in all.
We know how many there are in all. We know there's 6 in all.
How many parts do I have?
Okay.
2.
You need to find out the number of books about animals that Tony read.
So we need to figure out what that 2/3 is, right?
Plan. You can sort the 6 books into 3 groups.
Okay. So how does this, before we go on, how do you think that makes it a little bit easier for us? What do you think, John?
Because you can count them faster,
Mm-hmm.
and choose.
Yeah, so we've got 3 groups now. And what do we know, Shaylin? We've got the 3
Sort 'em
groups.
easier.
All right, asking Shaylin. What do you think, Shaylin? You forgot? Okay. So now we have our 3 groups. Now we can find our 2/3, right?
Why are the books sorted into 3?
TJ, move next.
All right, so we're gonna get back to what we just were doing. No, we'll go back over what the problem was. I have it wrote down right up here. All right, Tony reads 6 books. 2/3 of the books are about animals. How many of the books are about animals? So we broke them down into the 3 groups, right? So this makes it easier so we can find our 2/3, right? All right.
The fraction of books about animals is 2/3. 2/3 means 2 out of 3 groups. So you need to make 3 groups.
So that's why we made them into 3 groups, right? So we can figure out how many 2/3 would be, right?
Yes.
Solve. How many books are in each group?
How many books are in each group, CJ?
2.
There's 2 books in each group. So can we solve our problem now of how many books are animals? What do you think, Joe?
Maybe 2.
So you think
Like
there's-
books.
What do you think, Abby?
I think 2 of the books, like 2 groups of the books.
So 2 groups of the books, so it would be how many books total?
That would be 4 books.
Okay, so you think it's 4. All right.
2 books are in each group. Why are 2 of the groups circled?
What do you think, John?
Maybe that might give you a clue.
That may give you a clue. What would that be, Olivia?
Can you come make this stop moving bad?
Okay. What do you think, Abby?
I think it's the groups that are like the 2 equal parts that match the 2 outer.
So that's giving us our answer then, right? That's why they're circled. Okay.
Two groups are circled because the fraction that you need to show is 2/3.
Exactly like what you said, right?
Each group shows 1/3.
You said
So
it was a
circling
blue,
two
right?
of the groups shows how many in 2/3. How many books are in the two circled groups?
What do you think, teacher? So there's 4 books in there, right? Everybody agree with 4?
Yes.
Anybody think anything different?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Four books are in the two groups that are circled.
Very nice.
1/3 of 6 books is 2 books. So 2/3 of 6 books is 4 books.
So you were right then, right? You said it was 4 books.
4 books are about animals.
So now we know how many books were about animals, right?
Look back and check. How can you check your work when finding fractions of a group?
How can we go back and check ourselves to make sure we didn't do something wrong? What do you think? What do you think, Jalen?
Read it again.
We could reread it again? Is there any other way that we could go through and count them or something? What do you think, Bethany?
We could add books about animals.
Okay, we could add them up. What do you think, John?
Fractions with them.
Okay.
Underline the key information.
We definitely should underline our key information. Is that what you were going to say? What were you going to say? Okay.
You can skip count by 2s to check that 2/3 of 6 is 4.
You sure could, couldn't you? 2, 4, 6. And then we're looking for 2/3, right? 2, 4.
Why does skip counting by 2s check that 2/3 of 6 is 4?
Why does that do that, Nick? What do you think? Why does that show us that 2/3 of 6 is 4? How can skip counting help us do that? Whenever we skip count, we're skip counting by 2. So you're counting your 2, 4, 6. How does that help us figure out what 2/3 is? What do you think?
That you can just count 4 and you don't even count the other.
That shows us what 2/3 of it would be, right?
Skip counting by 2s gives the number in each group because there are 2 books in each group.
Exactly.
So, if one group is 2 books, then 2 groups is 4 books, and 3 groups would be 6 books.
What would that fraction be right there? If we're doing all of them together. What do you think, John?
4 through 6.
Not quite. You're talking about your 3 groups. What do you think, Abby?
I think it's where you can have the other books separated, and then you can say and make a fraction and make it say like 4 out of 6.
Okay, we could break it down that way. What would our fraction be if we have just 3 groups, though? We have our 3 groups, and we're going to say what this fraction that we're looking at right here, all of them together. What do you think, Shaylin?
Thirds.
It would be in thirds. How many out of 3? Bethany?
3/3.
3/3, right? It would be 3 out of 3. So it would be a whole, right?
Now you know how to use objects to solve a problem.
All right. All right. Before we go back to our groups, we're going to do one with all of you. We're going to split you up. What we're going to do first, we're going to split you in half. We're going to do half the class on this side and half the class on that side.
Maybe one with the glasses.
All right. So let's see. How many? We have what? 20 people here, right?
But 18.
Hang on. There's 20 people right now. Because we're missing one person, right? Alright, so now we're going to split you in half. Alright. We've got it figured out. We've got it figured out. Everybody's back. Everybody's here. Now we're going to split it up into half. We're going to split you in half. Alright. So how can I do this? How many would be on one side? What do you think?
10 and 10.
10 and 10? You don't think so, Tyler? How many do you think would be on each side? Alright. Alright, let me do it this way. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, let me get you to slide that way, Cameron. You're going that way, Tyler.
Where do I go?
You're going that way. Alright, slide that way, Markel. Slide this way.
No, you said that.
I said Cameron slide this way. So Cameron's sliding towards you. Alright. Alright, you're good right there. That's 10, right? You got 10 people over here and 10 over here. Now, can we do thirds, John?
No. I said 10 and 10.
We're doing 10 and 10. Alright, let's think about it. Alright, hang on. Let's think about it. Can we do thirds?
I didn't say that.
Okay, I know what we can do.
Thirds.
Alright, let me see.
No.
We can't do thirds. We can do fourths.
We can do halves.
Alright, let's figure it out. Hang on. Alright, let's figure it out.
It's 6.
We have 10 people over here, right? So how would we figure out how many fourths? If we're going to split everybody up into fourths, what do you think, Olivia? We need to figure out how we would do that. And we got to make it equal, right?
No.
How would you think? Alright, let's see. Let me get one person to stand here. Just one. Alright, hang on. Okay. Alright, we're getting ready to figure it out. Stand up. Alright, wait a minute. Alright, I got it. Wait a minute. Everybody sit up. I'm talking, nobody else is talking, okay? We're going to do this. Alright. Alright, so we're going to get one person to stand in this corner. Just one person. One person from this side to stand in that corner. Then I need one person to stand in that corner. And then I need one person to stand in this one and one person to stand in that one. Alright, everybody else come to the middle. Everybody else come stand next to me. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's close enough, Alright, everybody, now I need one person in that corner over there.
Which one?
I need somebody in that corner.
I will.
Alright, we're good. Alright, Eli, you go to the corner where Jalen is. Jalen, you go to that corner. Todd, you go to that corner. Alright, we're doing this. Hang on. Let me get Olivia over there. Let me get John to that corner. Markel to that corner. You can go to that corner. You can go to that corner. Alright, wait a minute. Bethany, you go to that corner. We're almost done. Nathan, you go to this corner. Why do you go to that corner? It's not any kind of team. CJ, you go to that corner. Chris, you go to this corner. Nathan, you're in this corner over here.
I don't want to have that.
Cameron, you go to that corner. CJ, you go to that corner. And Jasmine, you go to that one. You go to this corner over here. And TJ, you go to this one. I'm going to this one. Alright, so now, let me get a line right here. Alright, there we go. You're good. So how many people are in your group now? You have 5 people in each group, right? Now we're in fourths. We just split our whole class from halves to fourths.
We can do 7 if
We could. If we had everybody, we could do a lot more. But we're just going to go with fourths for right now.
Can we do 8?
That's getting a little bit more than what I want to do. I just wanted to split you in fourths. Fourths is good enough for me.
We can do 20th.
You could do 20th. Alright, what we're going to do now is get everybody to sit back down on the carpet. Everybody.